right, let's fire this thing off. Ooh. Dang, gotta get loose. All right, everybody. Hope you all are doing well today. Welcome back to the Jameson on the Rocks podcast. Today I have a very special guest with me, Cannon from CannonandtheBoxes.
Howdy.
Golf clap. Let's hear it. Cannon, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Again, I just feel cool, man. I'm just sitting here. I'm just chilling.
We are on the podcast. We got it all set up. I wish we had some video in here, but we don't. But let's just say it's looking pretty nice in here. When you say
sick.
Pretty pro. Cannon is thankfully our first musical guest, like our first band or band leader, whatever, however you want to put it. But we've been working on this for a while, so I'm very glad to have somebody in, that can talk about it from a musical experience. My buddy Tanner's usually with us. He's back in my hometown, but we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about Athens music. We're going to talk about where you came from, how you got to doing music, all that good stuff. It's going to be fun. Yeah. How's that sound? Pretty good?
Sounds good.
All right, so tell us, you were the leader of CannonandtheBoxes, right?
Yeah.
Would you say that? Or is it a band or is it a solo thing?
It's like, yes.
Yes?
It's like it started out for the longest time. It was just like me recording in my bedroom in high school and stuff.
Yeah.
I started releasing stuff in like 2016 maybe. Okay. And it was just me, and then it was just me and like a couple friends, and like rotating cast of.
Has the name always been Cannon in the Box? I like how you didn't put any spaces in it. I feel like that's really cool. That's
I always have to tell people like no spaces. I looked it up and I'm like no spaces, man. I was really into Tumblr, no spaces. Dude. But
that's original though. That's sweet.
No, thank you. That's cool. It's too late to change it.
Like, you're committed. You're way too deep
once
now.
Once something's on Spotify, like
you're in for life. You know what I mean?
Yeah, till death, dude. I paid the like $20.
Oh, the DistroKid fee.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about.
You're in. You're done.
All of eternity.
And when did Ian get in with you?
I've known him. He's from Rome too, because I'm from Rome, Georgia. And he went to high school at another high school in Rome, and like we both played at the same church sometimes. Like we would both fill in. Yeah. And when I came here, I didn't have a bass player because my bass player before went to Barry College in Rome.
Gotcha. Yeah.
And so I was like, "Hey, Ian, like, would you fill in?" And then immediately, like the first gig that we played together was I think like a Live in the Lobby.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, I've done those. Those are so fun, man. Those are
such
awesome.
a fun time.
Yes.
Like just everybody at Starbucks is like, what's happening?
What the fuck is going on in there? And we're just
so
like,
cool.
Yes.
WUOG is
dude, I love WUOG.
I can sing the praises all the day, all the day long. It's
literally
so cool.
Last night I was like, dude, I probably should go ahead and try to book a fall WUOG.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Because they be getting packed. You know what I mean?
Well, especially with touring bands, like there's a lot of like Tiger's Jaw played there, like the Half Wave, like the.
I mean, it's just smart while you're in town. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I'm sorry to cut you off, but like, you know what I mean? Like, just while you're in town playing the theater, why not swing by and do a free radio show for some kids?
And the recordings are pretty decent.
Yeah, the quality. Yeah, it's a good little room. We did it with a full band. Have you done it with a full band?
Yeah, the first time, and then the second time we just went in acoustic because it was like
you learn your lesson. You know what I mean? Like, it gets loud in there. Yeah, and then the people in there, like there was like I don't know how many 10 people or whatever. And they can't hear what you're singing, you know what I mean? Because the speakers don't face that way.
For sure.
So they're just watching 45 minutes of you just fucking mouthing words and just hammering around. Yeah.
I ran I was doing like the ops or whatever they call it my freshman year where you help set it up. Yeah. And the one that I came to run sound, it was like a Riot Girl punk band. Yeah. And they were all like in their 40s or 50s. And just 8, 10 Ampeg stacked for the bass, like in the Live in the Lobby. Like, what are you doing?
I hope you had some earplugs.
Oh, I did not. But I made frequent like coffee runs.
You had to.
I'm gonna go outside.
I'm gonna head outside so I can hear. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
It does get loud in there, but it is a cool place.
It's a sick room.
I wonder if they're gonna do any this fall. I mean, it seems like they could.
There's not that many people.
Yeah, I mean, it's socially distant, I guess. You know.
What do you foresee gigs being in the future? Because everybody has a different answer. Some people are like, I'm playing a bar next weekend, and some people are like, I'm
2021.
You know what I mean? 2022. Yeah.
For me, I don't know, man. I feel like I just don't see it getting back to normal until 2021.
No way.
I mean, I just don't see any way that they can have 1,000 people in the Georgia Theater sold out till 2021. Unfortunately, because I would love to do it now, but you can't. I just hope these venues can hang on. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I was just talking to my roommates about the Caledonia.
Yes, dude, that's the one I'm worried about.
It's my favorite spot.
Yeah, they're freaking just a great place. That and Flickr, those little guys, like they gotta be struggling.
I've been going to Flickr just to buy beer.
I heard they were doing you could pick up.
Yeah, you can chill outside.
That's
in the
sweet.
Courtyard.
Okay.
And it's just because
they don't sell food, do they?
I don't think so. Just the popcorn.
Keep going. Sorry.
The beautiful popcorn. But no, that was my thing because the Caledonia doesn't have anything like that.
Yeah, they don't have shirts either.
They have no income right now.
That's tough, man. They're nice guys there too. Just great place.
Oh yeah, it's like that's my favorite.
little
smaller.
It's just big enough.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It's not small.
Like, it's not that small. I mean, it's small, but you know what I mean? Like, it's like just big enough to be like perfect. Like,
yeah. And it's not that when it looks full. There's so much energy.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it's got a great vibe to it. No matter like if anything in there exciting is happening, you know, people can get
dude. I miss it so much,
dude. It's such a great place, dude. I follow this page on Facebook called Old School Athens. Have you ever heard of it? Are you in it?
I'm not.
Dude, I'll add you in it. You'd love it because it used to be called the Uptown Lounge. Have you heard that?
That sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's what they used to call it. And like, dude, the list of people that have played there is unreal. Like Red Hot Chili Peppers and people like that
that's
have played.
Insane.
Dude, and like people we would never know. Like we just don't know they played there. You know what I mean? Like a shit ton of really good bands that we don't even know about just started there. I was like, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, Athens, I feel like it's underrated. Like
super underrated.
That's like a good segue into like Athens.
Yes, like, we're getting there.
The Foundry was like it recently closed like before all the COVID stuff.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they I think like the Graduate, like I don't want to like speak on it. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but like it's just not a venue anymore. Like the Foundry.
Okay, so wait, when was that?
Maybe we played there in February, and I think like before we left for like spring break, it closed down. So maybe early March or something like that.
So the whole facility, or just a concert hall?
I think just the venue aspect of it. Like I think the hotel is still a thing that it was associated with, but yeah, they like my friends that worked there like no longer work there. Yeah,
Jesse's super nice. She booked me there.
She's the best.
Yeah, she's
awesome.
Super cool. I like that place though. Good
and
stage,
it's
good
the same
sound.
Thing, like so many ridiculous. Like John Prine has played there.
Dude,
like
that's
Corey
crazy,
Kilgannon.
man.
It's insane.
And I mean, that's a good sized little room. Like, I didn't realize how big it was until I was on the stage. I was like, damn, we got some room to fill.
You feel really far away from everybody.
And it's really high. And like you're above them, you know what I mean?
Heck yeah.
But cool place. I hate to hear that though. I didn't know that.
Yeah, no, I remember Jessie saying like she wasn't super sure about the future, and then like all of the people that work there, like Kevin, like the sound guy, they were all just like such nice.
Like, there's Kevin's super sweet. Doesn't he have long hair?
Yeah, long.
Yeah,
like,
dude, he was funny. He was funny.
He's so good at sound.
Yes, dude, he was nice. He wanted to let us record off the board. Did you guys record yours? Did you know you could?
We didn't.
Yeah, I want to do that next time. Well, I guess. Fucking tragic, man. I didn't know that. That's sad.
Dude, it's gonna be different. Like it's gonna be a different landscape coming back.
For sure, man. Like, I mean, I'm sure places like 40 Watt and Georgia Theater will make it through with like investor funding and all that shit. You know what I mean?
Like the drive-by truckers are not gonna let the 40 Watt close.
yes, absolutely, and that's great. That's fantastic. But I hope the little guys can hang on.
Yeah,
I don't know what it would take. Like, is it just rent? You know what I mean?
I don't know. Like, I was thinking the same thing because, like, I guess they all still have like bills to pay.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure it adds up. I mean, I'm not saying it's cheap, but like, I just wonder what it would take, you know,
to keep them going.
It seems like I know 40 Watt. I bought some 40 Watt t-shirts just to support, but like, if Caledonia made a t-shirt, I'd order one in a heartbeat.
Oh, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, surely they could do like a crowdfund kind of thing, you know?
We were talking about like, and this is like I don't work at the Caledonia, I have no idea, but I feel like if they just open that patio up, like come chill,
just let people come chill,
come like buy a beer, buy a shirt.
I do that.
Like,
I'd be down for that. I mean,
so many people would be down to like support in that way.
I feel like that could definitely work. I don't know. I mean, it's just, I think they'll hang on. I hope at least.
Yeah.
You know, if anything,
it's too big, man. Like, that's too big of a name.
Yeah, and like I don't think Athens will let it go down. I hope. No. You know what I mean? I hope that people will band together. Have you signed that that thing that's going around that everybody's signing about Save Our Stages? You know what I'm talking about?
No, I've not.
I need to too. I saw Jeffrey Vernon shared it today. I've got to go look at it and sign it. But something to do with like helping cut taxes for businesses that are hurting right now, obviously.
Yeah.
Or like property taxes or some shit like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But anyways,
it's a terrible time to own a venue.
Yeah, it's a tough one. It's a tough one. Yeah.
Well, I feel weird because like people like us, like it's I mean like not our source of income.
Yeah.
Like where it's not that as much as I hate and complain about not playing
yet.
gigs.
Yeah.
Not yet.
It was just like, a little bit, you know, like we weren't fucking like paying the rent every,
for sure.
You know what I mean? We were just trying to.
So I can't imagine what it's like for people that were paying, like touring musicians, like people on like newest in town, like they're that's gotta be rough.
How many shows did you guys have to cancel? I'm sure you had a couple booked, didn't you?
So we had a tour booked, and that's why we're doing those vinyl singles right now.
Dude, yes, I wanted to talk with you about that.
They're least of all is like they're in Brooklyn, and one of my friends did one.
Is that the company or
it's like Least of All sound recordings. And normally it's like you go into their studio in Brooklyn, that you take pre-orders and you direct cut like each pre-order.
Okay, so
like
you
live.
just play a song,
and like you like mention like, hey, mom, thanks
for John,
buying
you
this
know what I
one.
mean? Yeah. That's cool. That's cool.
And so we did it. We had it booked for like the beginning of June, I think, and then everything happened.
Of course.
So that got canceled. We had a show in New York and a show in DC. And those got canceled.
Damn, dude.
Just like DIY shows.
That's awesome, though, dude.
It's fun,
That's
though, man.
so sweet. I love stuff like that, dude. Like, I was going to go to North Carolina, just do a venue. Just like,
there was like Al Dente. They played a bunch of shows around that area. Like
they've done New York?
No, just North Carolina.
North Carolina, yeah. Boone, that's a big ski place. That's cool. Yeah. I didn't know they played up there. That's really cool.
Hit the hippies with that.
Yeah,
Athens City
Dude,
rap.
see, I haven't had the chance to do that yet, but I really want to do a little tour like that. Like, just go play the Flicker in every town.
No, yeah, it's every tour, air quotes, around that I've done has been just like maybe a couple bars and then like just hitting up like there's a like DC DIY shows like you can do like Atlanta. Okay. Just hitting up people that have like shows in their barns or whatever.
That's sweet though.
We played in Tuscumbia, Alabama at a venue called The Shed. And the Shed
had
been
followed them. They on Instagram? Yeah, I followed them.
The Shed had been hit by a tree, so we played in the kitchen of some dude's house, and it was like one of the most fun shows ever. Like
half a shed.
Yeah. The Shed was broken, so we had
That's hilarious. I think I followed them. Have you ever heard of the Booth, Tuscaloosa? Little venue. I just be on Facebook, just like fucking looking for little venues. You know what I mean?
Like, and just they're so welcoming. They're so like
they're super nice, and I mean, just play. You know what I mean? And it's super fun. Like I haven't had the chance. I had 7 shows booked when COVID happened.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, so I mean, they weren't none of them were out of Georgia, but like Atlanta, Athens, Augusta, Milledgeville.
For sure.
You know what I mean? That's a tour to me, in my opinion.
Oh no, I feel like anything. Just 2 shows in a weekend. You can just have a good time. Yeah.
Yeah, we're going on tour. Where are you guys playing? Athens.
Athens and my buddy's place in Milledgeville. Yeah.
It counts, man. I don't care.
I
was gonna go down to. You ever heard of Buffington's in Milledgeville?
Mm-mm.
They do a little open mic night, and they say if you're a band and you come, they'll let you play like 30 minutes. And I was like,
that's sick.
Shit, yeah,
Milledgeville is like untapped market.
Yes, dude. Like, we were talking about that in class before school ended. That Milledgeville. Why is Milledgeville not a music town?
I have no idea.
I can't think of any
bands
explanation.
From here like go like I know Tommy and Elijah have gone over there. Like Peach.
I saw they played like a huge little party.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? Or it was like I don't know what it was.
I think it's called Free Music. I don't know all about it, but like apparently like in Milledgeville, there's something called like Free Music Fridays. So they'll have those concerts. Like Hotel Fiction played one.
Oh, they're sweet.
Yeah, one of my friends from high school hit me up and was like, "You gotta follow this band." And I was like, "I know them.
They're super nice.
Yeah, they're cool. Yeah,
dude, I'm excited to see what they do.
Yeah, I tracked Slide on one of their songs a couple weeks ago, and it was a really good song. So
one they're working on? Or?
Yeah, over at Tommy's place.
Yes, that's sweetness.
Dude,
are they working on a record?
I think so. They just have a bunch of songs in the works. Like every time.
I think they only have 3 out.
Yeah,
all 3 of them are bangers.
Yeah, dude, their songs are. I was trying to learn what is it, Astronaut Kids on piano, because I was gonna try to cover it.
The piano in that is killer.
It's hard. Like I almost caved and was like, "Can you send me the chords?"
Do it, man. I wouldn't a heartbeat. Yeah, I guess Jade plays the piano, right?
Yeah, I'm not sure. Jade and Jessica were both there when we were tracking the other day, and it's just like a wall of like pristine guitars, pianos.
Yes, background vocals.
I don't know who does what.
Vocals.
It's sick though.
Yes, definitely. Like I think I thought Astronaut Kids was amazing, and then I thought Out of My Head was even better personally. That one just. Woo, that's a banger. Like,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
I was pulling up that cover art as like a reference yesterday. Like, this art is so cool.
Dude, you guys' art is sweet.
Thank you. Yes, I got really into collage.
Newspaper kind of clippings.
Yeah, I had a bunch of old like magazines and stuff like that, and I just cut them up.
That's sweet, man. That's awesome.
It's too cheap to pay for somebody else to do it.
That's smart, man. Smart, man. I really like your record, dude. Let's talk about it. You want to?
Dude, that's a.
Let's see. I think my favorite
feeling right now. Just.
Like I'm interviewing you, man. That's crazy, man. I think my favorite is either Leaving Midtown or Keychains.
Thanks, dude. Thank you.
Although I think Jesus Leaving El Paso is a hilarious name and funny song. Like just the words are kind of funny to me.
I try to have
it's clever.
Thank you. I try to have one song that might get my ass kicked on a project, and that was that one.
A sketchy one.
Oh well,
no one would dare.
I always skip that one when my mom is like,
"Oh, in the car with you?"
Yeah, I'm like, no. You don't want to hear that one. That one's not for you.
This one's garbage, isn't it? It's a great song.
But thanks, man. Yeah.
I like to slide in most. I think it's only slide in 2 of them, right?
Yeah. But when it's there, I gotta lay it on heavy.
You gotta do it. What kind of slide do you use? Brass?
So I was using a brass one that Tommy had, but I recently. I bought like a really thick glass one from Guitar
Clear?
Center. Yeah, like but not the like Dunlop makes the like kind of regular ones, but this is like a beefy,
huge one,
and it sounds really good.
Easier to play, or I've never played a slide, honestly.
I don't know. Because I play slide like kind of weird, like because obviously like Derek. I feel like
everybody plays slide different, kind of.
It's like
singing,
dude. Yeah, like you just gotta make it work.
Just happen, yeah.
But the glass is good.
Yeah, I would recommend I might have to try one then.
It's so much fun.
And I believe it because it just sounds like just sending it, you know what I mean?
It's very much, it's really expressive.
Like, it seems like
just the ends of phrases, you can kind of fall off.
That's cool. I'm going to have to get one. I've been messing around with like new little stuff like that. Like I bought a set of harmonicas. I know you play harmonica, don't you?
Yes.
I didn't know that you had to have ones for different keys.
Yeah, no,
I had no idea.
It's expensive, dude.
Yeah, well, I got like the cheap, like a cheap set for $35.
I got to the point where I was breaking them. So like, because I play most of our songs live, I play harmonica on.
Okay, with the little neck thing?
Yeah. And after like buying a set of them, I would just, like the F sharp, like the ones I used all the time broke. And now I get like nice harmonicas.
When you say break, they just like give out?
They stop working. They just sound like really bad.
Really?
They smell like PBR. It's like this one's got to go.
Those free flicker PBRs. I know what you're talking about.
You know exactly what I'm talking about.
To a show, man. To a show.
Yeah, I love that. I recently got in trouble because the rest of my band found out that drink tickets are a thing.
Oh, yeah?
I was just like, you know what? They don't need these. I'll keep
band
all of
leader,
them.
they're fucking mine. No. I feel that, dude. It's tough. You're all like taking a sip out of
one.
Like
we're sharing one tall boy. No.
Well, 2 is a lot better than 0. So shout out.
You're
Flicker.
right.
I appreciate that. And 40 watts, I think 12.
That's 40? A lot of beer.
No, maybe it's 6. It might be 6.
My favorite setup is Nowhere Bar, where there's just a cooler of beer, and they're like,
really,
it's yours. Yeah.
All right, add that on my to-do list. Schedule.
Play Nowhere Bar
at Nowhere when quarantine over. But yeah, that's nice of them to give us anything at least. I guess they know that like there's a chance we don't make anything.
For sure.
You know what I mean? So
they got to they got to throw us a bone.
All right, sorry. Don't let me lose track on the harmonica. How long have you been playing harmonica?
That's pretty early on. I think like I really like obviously like really like Bob Dylan, like John Prine, Steve Earle. And so I think when I was a senior, I saw Steve Earle at the City Winery in Atlanta. And he played for like 2.5 hours, just him, harmonica, and acoustic.
How was that? Pretty great?
Amazing.
Yeah, I believe it.
Because he's like in his 60s, and he just didn't give up. He was like, every time that it was supposed to be over, he was like, we could play a couple more. And I was like, oh my God.
Yay.
But maybe like two or 3 years, like seriously. Like,
is it super hard? Like, I mean,
I feel like once you get the phrasing, like as far as in and out.
Yeah, I didn't realize. I watched a video this week. I didn't realize that there was in makes a note too.
Yeah. Okay,
so you can kind of sounds weird to say, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, and it's weird to explain, but like I kind of just like feel it. Like
it's another feel instrument when you say definitely like
you
kind of like the slide.
Yeah. You get to that point where it's just like you know, like I know like where the like 1 chord and the 4 and the 5 and the 6 are.
Okay.
And so kind of just when you
Muscle
get like
memory.
Yeah. And it's really once you get to a certain point, it's not that hard. But the hump is like.
Yeah, I guess that's any instrument. Yeah, that makes sense though, because I got them. I was like, dude, I mean, it's gonna take me a little while, but eventually I'll use these. You know what I mean?
For sure. It's sick. People love it. Like,
yeah, dude, it's really cool when somebody pulls one out. I'm gonna have to get one of the next things because I was trying to play, sing, and I was like, fucking setting it down.
No, yeah, it's worth the investment.
I was like, definitely gonna have to get one.
Guy.
First thing I did was look up how to play Tom Petty song. What is it? Damn.
He has a lot of.
He has good harmonica
What's
songs.
the one on? It's on Wildflowers.
I know, that's the one I'm talking
about. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh my God, I can't think of it. Let's roll
Yeah.
another joint. That's what I learned.
You don't know how it feels.
You don't know how it feels.
I just had to sing to that part in my head.
That is it, man. We're singing in here. Yes.
Yeah.
That's the first one I tried to learn. And it was okay. I can do it okay. You know what I mean? It's pretty easy.
That's the way to do it, though, is just find like
song.
songs you like and just try to mimic that.
I feel like I could do it after a while. Have you ever messed around with the EBow? You know what that is?
Yeah, okay. Yes, but the one that I had, I got from a pawn shop, and it didn't really work. So I can't say that I have.
I just got one of those, too.
Sick?
When I ordered the harmonica,
Heck yeah.
It's pretty freaking sick.
It sounds like infinite sustain, right?
Yes. It's just like you hold it right over your pickup, and it just starts soaring, like huge harmonics and stuff.
That's insane.
It sounds kind of like a fake violin kind of, you know what I mean? But it's real to me, you know what I mean? Like it's like real, like it's not like a MIDI thing, you know what I mean? Like I'm not playing it. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to use that soon. I've been looking for new instruments like that.
No, that's the way to go, especially if you're just chilling in here, like recording.
Yeah,
stuff like that makes such a big difference.
And it just adds to layers, you know what I mean? Kind of, sort of. Like I've been trying to cut back. I've been putting too many layers in my songs, but You know what I mean? I'm trying to do different stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
I don't want every song to be guitar, bass, drums, and vocals.
Yeah.
Does that make sense to you?
For sure. That was like the hardest part of like the record was like with originally it was just gonna be like a couple singles, and we recorded Leaving Midtown and More to Do, and then I Only See the Stars, like the last like the rockier ones.
Yeah.
And then for that same reason, I was like, all these songs like they sound different, but like very similar instrumentation. So that's why like Key Change, we tried to do like the slide and like the double tracked acoustic, and then like
the big, is that the one with the big chorus thing in the back, the big chorus vocals? I'd have to play it for you. But like,
no, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, and just that, like sitting down with Tommy and being like, yeah, let's add some gang vocals here, or like, there's one part like I had my roommate play cello, like
sweet, just
making it sound
I heard
out
that.
of the box.
I'd wondered if that was a MIDI sample.
No, so everything, like all the horns and strings on.
I wonder about the horns
friends.
too. Yeah, okay. The horns sound great. Is that a trumpet?
Yeah, there's a trumpet in More to Do, and then on like the ballad section of Jesus Left El Paso, there's trumpet and trombone.
Gotcha. Okay.
Which Alan
that's really cool though.
I don't know if you know him.
I don't think
trumpet.
So. Yeah,
he's played with Family Recipe a little bit.
Oh, that's sweet. Yeah,
I went to high school with him. He goes to school here at UGA.
See, I'd like to meet some of those people that like in the music school, like that play violin and shit, because they are fucking nuts. You know what I mean? I would love to get some of the people on my record.
The guy who lives, so it's my room, and then across the hall there's 2 more rooms, and it's my drummer Hayden, who's a percussion performance major, and then Jordy, who's like a cello major.
Yeah, that's sweet. Is that who you're always jamming with? I always see you jamming, you lucky bastard.
Yeah, dude, it's fun, man.
Yeah,
but it's. The music majors are a different breed, dude.
Dude, they're crazy, man. They're
so
nuts.
good.
But yeah, they're all talented. It seems like every single one of them is just like, whoa.
Yeah, and even at things like Hayden is like he's like the best drummer I've ever played with. But like he'll sit down and because I guess like because of being a music major, you have to take like piano and theory and oral skills, and so he'll be like, yeah, well this chord progression could do this, and I'm like,
let's go.
You're the drummer, man. What? Okay, yeah.
You sit down back there.
It's intimidating though. Dude.
Do you know the Common Currents? I think that's their name.
Lizzie sang on Jesus Left El Paso.
Oh, really? Okay. And she is the blonde hair girl?
Yeah.
Okay. I've only met them once, but they were super good when I saw them. And they're music majors,
they're
right?
so nice too.
Super nice girls. I saw them at Nusi Space. And they were freaking killing it, man. I think they said it was the first time they'd ever performed. I was like,
yeah, they just started getting like stuff going. Like
really?
I didn't get to make it to the show, but like when there was that like the Porch Fest thing that was going on,
I heard about that. Yeah,
they were super stoked for that. Yeah. Like Lizzie is really good friends with like one of my buddies from high school, and when she sang, we recorded the vocals that she sang on our record in my dorm at the time, and all of my roommates were like, what is there an angel in your room? Like her voice is so good.
Dude, her voice is pristine.
Yeah, it's wild.
Both of them, honestly.
Yeah, I know Lizzie more. I think Mary Margaret is the other girl.
I know that's how I've only met them once. They're super nice though. I mean, super talented girls. But I think that like another thing about the music school is like they're used to performing. You know what I mean? Like they're not getting fucking nervous for a show.
No,
I don't think.
No fear.
Yeah, they're like they've done this in front of like being graded. You know what I mean? On everything.
Yeah,
you know?
That blows my
mind.
Like
every little breath and like how you sit and shit. So. The playing in flicker is just relaxing, I bet.
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy to think too that like just with UGA, because like I always try to like not like intentionally, but you kind of put bands in like boxes.
Absolutely,
you know? So
I do for sure.
There's like music school groups, and there's like what like I guess kind of what we do, like house show, like kind of
frat bands, kind of too.
Yeah, like frat groups are a thing. There's like in-bus bands. You
definitely
know?
A culture there. Yeah,
it's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
And it's just weird how different, like, because I have friends that play in like nuclear tourism and like al dente.
Oh,
and
dude,
like,
they're cool.
Yeah,
what are they? What do you consider them? They're like experimental.
They're Athens, dude.
Yeah,
like,
they're Athens.
If you made, I don't know, man.
Dude, I'm excited to see what they do because both of those bands are really cool.
Yeah.
I've never seen Nuclear Tourism, but I've heard all their stuff. And
the first house show that I ever went to in Athens, me and Ian went to go see. I can't remember. There was a third band, but we went to see Al Dente and Nuclear Tourism was opening. I think Hoyas was the
I've
third
heard of them.
band.
Yeah.
But it was just one of those shows like it's pouring rain outside, like everybody's gross already, and then you walk in and you're like, okay, this house is gonna fall apart. Like 50 people are like moshing and
yes, dude, that's awesome though. That's so sweet.
Yeah, it's so just that the fact that coexists with like my homies that are in the music school that are like jazz head. It's just so cool, man. Like,
and I feel like everybody gets along. Like there's no like super hard competition. I don't think like nobody's like fuck them. I fucking can't stand.
No,
blah blah blah. We're way better than you know what I mean. It's all like like you're backstage or like playing with 3 bands and you don't even know them that well, and everybody just like we have common ground.
Yeah.
Just being from Athens, you know what I mean, or being around Athens, cool, whatever, you know, which I think is really cool. I've never had any bad experiences really, like with other bands. All super nice guys.
Well, it's cool that it mixes too. Like you'll see bills that are like punk band, kind of like hip hoppy band,
completely
and then, like,
unrelated
jam band. And
that's awesome.
Like, hell yeah, that's what I want to see.
Where else are you gonna get that at? And first time I saw Al Dente, I was playing with him. Like I'd never even listened to him. The show came up like 2 weeks out, and I went and played with him. I was like, "Whoa, these guys are fucking legit."
It's wild. They put on a party.
They do, dude.
It's sick.
They kind of have I think the lineup changes though, doesn't it? Like they have a rotating lineup.
There's like a couple dudes. Yeah. Like I think Druva is always in it, and then my friend Alan plays drums with them.
Yeah.
And I went to high school with him. But other than that, like there's always somebody's hopping up there.
Cool. I like their last EP. I think it was
that
Miami.
Song, yeah.
Miami, yeah. It was cool. Listen, their production's really good, man.
It's I think their guitar player. I think Reed does all their production.
Damn, that's impressive.
Oh yeah, like it's like top the song. I think Country Billy or whatever.
Country Billy.
The one with the harmonica sample. Yeah. Ain't a man that I can't share a beer with. That shit is awesome.
Yeah, dude, and it sounded like really well recorded.
Yeah, no, it sounds like what you would expect that to sound like.
Absolutely. Which is impressive. And Nuclear Tourism, I don't know that much about them. I had a class with one of the guys at Athens Tech. He was a nice guy. I don't know his name. Short blonde hair. Do you know him?
Parker,
probably
singer.
So.
Yeah, he's sick.
So,
They're all those dudes are. I'm like I had a ecology class with Nate, their bass player, and then just like fell in like I've been we played. There was a period of time where we were playing like weekly with them.
Really, that's awesome.
Hitting like house shows. We played We played Cozy with them.
Oh, sweet.
And it was like
I've never played Cozy. How is that? I've never even been in there. They say it's fun.
Dude. Yeah? Underrated.
They say Al Dente said they're the kings of there. That's what they say.
Yeah, you can't compete with Al Dente. They own it, dude.
Yeah,
like
I believe it.
Mama Cozy, like the lady that works there, like loves them.
That's sweet though. That's awesome.
They pack it out, dude.
Really?
They had a residency there for like air quotes around residency.
I know they were playing like every week.
I think it was like Thursday nights. They would have like their homies play.
I would love to have that.
At like 11:30, they would just start a set. And
damn,
I mean, if you get like 30 people in there, it feels packed.
You're
like,
fucking doing it. You know what I mean?
People crowd surfing around Cozy.
Yes, dude, that's a great time.
Oh, it's so.
I'm gonna have to go to one then.
It's worth. They'll let you play. Like you can literally walk in and be like, "Yo,
that's awesome.
You got anybody on Friday?" Yeah, just bring sound system. Yeah.
Damn, they don't have a sound system though.
When we played there. They have like speakers like to play music out of.
Yeah.
So I rented like a keyboard amp from Nucci's.
Yeah.
And then ran like the keyboard amp, and then I took their aux cord and plugged it into the output of the keyboard amp, which maybe is sketchy, but
it worked.
People could hear, you know.
Interesting. I have 2 big speakers. I just don't have a PA system.
Yeah, I have one like Athens PAs, dude. That's a whole thing. I got like this one broken soundboard that this channel works on.
Yeah, just
I got
one.
This old PV speaker, and that's a sound system.
It sounds great. Yes. That's analog.
Heck yeah, we care about the tones here.
Absolutely, yes, the preamps and everything. But yeah, you can't go wrong with Athens shows, man. You can't.
I miss it so much, man.
Me too, man, dude. I feel like this semester is gonna be like a shell of a semester if we don't have shows.
I don't think it's gonna be a semester at all. I anticipate like a couple weeks of people pretending.
Going home?
Yeah, and then everybody's like, head out.
I mean, I feel like the whole sports thing is almost a joke too at this point.
Did they announce today? It's September.
They did. September 29th. Like, there's no chance they make it. I don't think. Personally, like baseball did 2 weeks and they're done.
And they're
out. I mean, yeah, pretty much.
When it's depressing, dude, watching a baseball game with empty stands.
Dude, yeah, I'm a big football guy, and I was like, dude, if we do win, like everything this year, you know what I mean? Like, is it gonna? It's not gonna be the same, you know what I mean? Like, it's gonna be like just like 5 people jumping around in my living room, but like, it'll be cool. Like, I'd love it, but like, it wouldn't be the same. You know what I mean? It's ready for things to get back to normal, man.
Yeah, I don't even. It's crazy.
What do you think the odds are? Maybe socially distant shows, kind of like Livewire was trying.
I don't know. We were talking about like Rogan earlier, but like, do you know like Bert Kreischer, the comedian? He has like the machine story.
Oh, I love that guy.
Okay,
yes.
So
he never wears a shirt. I love that story. That's
he's been doing like drive-in shows.
Okay, I've heard that.
Like at drive-in theaters or having like essentially like a parking lot where he sets up and people just tailgate and listen. Like.
I don't have a problem with that.
Well, local guy Brendan Abernathy.
Yeah, he's awesome, dude. He's such a nice guy. Do you know him?
I've never like talked to him in person. Yeah. We've messaged via Instagram.
Yeah, he's the nicest guy. Yeah, he's actually when I decided I want to start a podcast, he called me, or I messaged him and he called me and he told me how to do it because I know he had one.
That's sick.
And he's such a sweet dude. And fucking dude, he's been on tour. I think he's in Virginia right now.
It's like some Bob Dylan shit. It's like the
dude,
never-ending tour,
man.
Dude.
Yeah,
awesome.
dude. He's just like stopping for nothing, and like he should post pictures of all the shows, and like they're distancing, and everybody's just chilling in chairs.
It seems like he's doing it like absolutely correct.
Yeah,
like people
perfect.
are in their like family units or whatever. Yes. I think that would be a move. Like
I think that's awesome. Yeah, like every time I see him post one, I'm like, fuck, why am I not playing shows? Like I should be doing something. You know what I mean? Because like he's working. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And yeah, he's awesome. Definitely good listen. Great songwriter too.
Yeah, no, his stuff's really cool.
Fantastic songwriter.
If he listens to this, let me play harmonica, dude. Let me hit
Brendan,
you up.
if you're listening,
Mr. Abernathy.
We're probably gonna message you to make sure you listen. But just by some chance that you are, we need you.
Yeah. Dude, I don't know. That is a really good example of like what it's about, man. Like,
yeah,
I think it's so cool, like getting out there. Yeah. I love the using Instagram. Like, hit me up if your yard needs a show. Like, it's a good idea.
That's a great way to do it, and I don't see that many people doing it. Like,
no. Which I don't think it would be hard. Like, there's been there's been so many days this summer I'm like sitting on my back porch, like thinking about posting something like that.
Like, just come, like a couple people come watch it, even. You know what I mean? Just something, just keep playing. I haven't played any, man. I'm kind of ashamed about it, but. Yeah. I'll get over it.
It's I've been playing in a Grateful Dead cover band with all my roommates. Like Jordy, my roommate, and then Will Ruff and Nathan from Family Recipe.
Or I know of Will, sorry.
He is a shredder. Plays mandolin. Well, he plays everything.
Oh, he's got the long hair.
Yeah.
You know Quentin?
Yeah, he's their bass player.
Yeah, he's super sweet.
He is amazing. All of those guys, like the Family Recipe, worth checking out.
I think of them. Well, I've seen them. I don't know if you were at the show that they played at Georgia Theater. You weren't there by any chance.
No, they played. It was like they opened for Springhouse.
Yes, that was one of the best shows I've ever seen in my whole life.
Oh, I believe it. Like
it was
that
amazing.
Either we had a show or something. There was a reason I wasn't there. Like I wasn't just
absolutely
voluntarily not.
I'm not trying to call you out on not making it.
No, I'm an asshole, dude.
But Big Chungus opened. Do you know them?
Yeah, so
they're super cool too.
Yeah,
dude.
no. Hayden was jamming with those guys for a while, filling in on drums.
Yeah.
And every time he came, he was like, "Dude, that was like the most fun I've ever had."
Yes.
Like those guys are insane.
Jackson, do you know Jackson Thompson?
No, not personally.
He plays bass. He's awesome guy. Their stuff. I've seen them at 40 Watt and Georgia Theater. They're super fun.
Heck yeah.
I'm excited to see what they do because I mean, it's just jamming. You know what I mean? They don't even try to sing. Like, they don't want to, I don't think, which is pretty cool to me. You know what I mean? And take some guts, I think. You know what I mean?
No, I've always am picking Will and Nathan's brain. They play like well-paying, lots of people come, like frat gigs.
Yeah.
And it's like, it blows my mind that you guys get up there and you're like,
crazy.
We don't need to sing.
Yeah, we don't need one.
We're so good that I'm going to make your booty shake with my mandolin, you know?
And they're really good at it, man. All of them.
They do that. They like can get people dancing, and then they're also like just such heady, musicians.
Yeah, like it's not too far out there, you know what I mean? Like it's just good, like it's just vibey enough.
Yeah, their album Roads that just came out,
super
sweet.
Really I like the live one is my favorite one.
Yeah, the one from it's from that show, I think. Yeah,
dude, I wish you could have been there. That was probably the best show I've ever seen in Athens.
Dude, just looking at pictures of it, like
it was going crazy.
It was packed, dude.
And I had never heard any of them. I'd heard of them, you know, and I'd listened to their songs, but I'd never seen any of them live. And then it was my first night working there, and those three bands came out and played while I was side stage.
Crazy first night, dude.
Yes, I was like, holy shit! Is every night gonna be like this? Because that was fucking sick, man.
Yeah.
I think of them. I think of Family Recipe, AFTM, and Underground Springhouse, and kind of sort of Big Chungus as like the top tier, like really killing it right now. You know what I mean?
Well,
like
they've just
huge gigs.
That like I don't know about. I can't speak to the Family Recipe just because like they kind of straddle that line of like doing that like jazzy thing and doing the thing, but like I've been Jacob Sherwin's playing drums.
Jacob's awesome. Yeah, he's a nice guy.
I hadn't really hung out with him, and then he's playing drums in our like Dead cover band that we've been working on.
I know he's a huge Dead fan. Have you seen that Dead sweater he has? Dude, you know what I'm talking about?
He just bought a hat that's like a Hollywood. it's like one of what's it called? The rock and roll eatery place. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, Hard Rock Cafe.
Yeah, Hard Rock Cafe hat, but it's got like the dancing bears all around it. Like,
sweet.
That man has some.
Yeah, he's nice. I've jammed with him. He's super cool. Only once though.
But I feel like Springhouse, like those guys, like not only did they shred obviously, but they figured out like the game. Like they can sell out the theater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
and they kind of have a rotating lineup, sort of.
Yeah,
sort of. You know what I mean? Like, it's just a lot of people playing. You know.
I didn't meet most of those dudes until the Livewire jams that we were talking about earlier. Like,
I didn't know they were there. Did they play?
Like Mitch played, not like Springhouse, but just all of the dudes individually like, hopped up and were shredding.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
I would love to see that because I don't know any of them but Jacob and Max Motley.
He's a keys player, right?
Yeah, he's new.
A good player.
Dude, just another nice guy. Notice how I haven't said anybody's a dickhead yet.
Yeah,
Just been like nice guy, nice guy, nice guy.
Yeah, this is good.
But yeah, they are. I mean, he just joined the band. I haven't seen him play with them yet, but I know he's really sick on the keys. So.
Yeah, very like Panic vibes. Just slapping them
dude,
down.
He's always wearing Panic hats, and we talk about Panic. And I don't know that much about him, but he loves them.
I just started listening to them.
So you're just getting into the jam thing.
I'm trying.
What do you know about the jam thing,
dude?
I don't get it yet.
I'm about to eat my foot right now. Just put it all because like you could definitely pull up some tweets of mine like a year ago. Yes. That's like fuck the Grateful Dead. Like
it doesn't make sense.
Stop, play your guitar, dude. Like
please
tune that shit up, man. But I don't know. I it's just like
I think it's a mindset.
Yeah. Well,
Does that make sense?
After like as someone who jams with people, like has made music. There's just something about like listening to that, like
absolutely.
We're trying to do more of the like tighter, like Dead songs, like tight harmonies,
like,
less extended jamming, more like focus on song forms.
I don't.
But it's
tough, isn't it?
It's hard to get.
Yeah, it's like the experience, kind of, isn't it? Like
because none of the songs are that hard either.
Yeah, and they just like fucking roll on it for a while. You know what I mean? Like just send it, and I think that's cool. I just. Maybe I'm just not all aboard for like the 10+ minute jams. That might just be me
on the same chord,
you know
on one chord.
Yeah, like after a while, I'm like, I mean that solo is cool, man. But like I've seen it. You know,
it's too much cool.
Yeah,
take a step back.
Yeah, like a tastefully long jam is super dope to me. I think that's awesome.
Well, I don't know. I think it's weird too how big the like jam scene is here.
It's freaking huge, man.
Because it has an impact on like us. Like when we played like Kaisai. Like before all the COVID stuff happened in the spring, and like we would end up playing like Gimme Shelter by the Rolling Stones. And it's like, we're gonna play this for like 15 minutes because like they're enjoying it.
Because they love it, yeah.
And I'm just playing like a pentatonic solo and just like 5 drunk guys in the front like, come on, come on.
Just dude, my instant go-to is the pentatonic.
Yeah, and they love it. Trouble. Like I'm trying to think about playing guitar. No, they don't want that, dude. They want
yes, man. I don't. Have you heard about this thing called Nugs? You know what I'm talking about?
No.
It's like this streaming service that's like all the jam band people have it, and they pay a monthly fee, and they just watch like jams.
That's crazy.
Like it's like they don't even care about the recorded versions of songs. They just go to like they want to hear like 1996 in Fillmore or something. You know? What I mean?
No,
which is cool.
It's weird that's that's like a jam thing.
It's a huge
like,
thing.
If you ask a Dead like you put like a record version on the aux, they're like, no, you got Germany Live 72.
Yes.
What the hell, man?
Damn, that's super impressive. I mean, I watch live shows, but I'm not like
they're into it.
Yeah, like they know, like they fucking listen, and I'm sure you'll hear about this Nugs thing. It's like a streaming service, but all the jam guys have it, from what I hear.
Heck yeah.
From what I hear, they're always talking about it in Athens Jam Ham. Are you in that?
I am.
Yeah.
Did you? This is like completely not music related,
no,
but were you in it the other day when the old guy?
Yes, dude. I wondered. I looked at this thing. I was like, is this guy joking?
I thought it was
I thought it was a young guy just joking, but he was for real.
It was almost it was.
Was he for real?
It was too sincere. Like it was too helpless to not be real. Dude.
It was freaking hilarious though, dude. It had like 100 likes on it in the chat. I was like, dude, this is fucking.
If anyone isn't in the Athens Jam group,
hit us with it.
Some old guy. I really want to.
We gotta read it out. Let's see what it is.
This poor man.
This is a group
added
me.
To a group me. And someone, I don't know how explicit we can get, but I'm pretty sure somebody was trying to buy shrooms off of not this guy, but oh god, I want to find it so bad. Okay, here we go. Mitchell Harris, please help. I'm an elderly man in Athens. Can someone please remove me from this group chat? I don't know anybody here, and I don't do drugs.
Oh my god, that's hilarious. I'm still not convinced that it's not a joke. Are we sure it's an old guy?
I almost respect it more if it's a young guy
with a good joke. I mean, that's a solid ass joke because I
set
laughed.
up a fake profile of Group Me just so he can make us all laugh.
You couldn't have put it any better than that. That was hilarious.
That's a really good group though.
Yes, it is.
Group Me is
everybody's nice in there. Yeah, it's hot takes. You know, just talking about music and stuff, which is cool. Which is pretty much the reason I made this podcast. You know what I mean? It's like I was thinking about making one. I was like, fuck, I gotta have a topic. I was like, well. Talk about music all fucking day, you know what I mean? Like I literally do this just for fun, like just with people I know, so might as well. And I think it's going pretty well.
Yeah, I dig it, dude. Especially like with local stuff too.
It's gonna be awesome, dude. I'm gonna try to do as many local bands as I can. You know what I mean? You were just one of the first that reached out, so you were onto the trend early,
dude.
Yes, dude, which is awesome. And As soon as you sent it, I was like, all right, when?
Heck yeah. No,
like,
dude.
Tomorrow.
I'm glad to make it happen.
Yeah, so if you're an Athens band and you're by some chance listening to this, let me know if you want to be on. I'd love to have you. That'd be fantastic. Just get everybody.
Well, there's not many there's not many like Flagpole, and then oddly enough, the Red and Black. Like the Red and Black for a while was just like really popping off with like artist profiles,
music reviews and stuff.
Reviews.
Yeah, I thought that was cool.
Yeah, like I wish there was more of that like available.
I think so too. You know? Yeah, I wish as well. The Flagpole, I mean, they post reviews and stuff, but I don't feel like they do that much, do they?
I mean, they do like they'll do some premieres. Like there's a lot of stuff, but it's not. It's a lot of times it's not like the same. It's like Red and Black is hitting like at like college age, 18, 19-year-olds that are like really breaking out.
Their articles are really like easy to read.
Yeah, they're written by college students too.
And their links get shared easier, I think.
Oh, dude, Red and Black articles blow up.
Like, they do. Yeah,
everybody reads them because everybody.
I saw you guys on one. What was it? What was it? Top 5 up and coming.
Oh, I didn't even know that was a thing. That, like that one surprised
was sweet.
us.
Yeah, who was it? It was you guys, Shameless James.
They're cool.
They're super cool. Yes, super nice guys. I'd love to have them on. There was 3 other bands.
One or two of them I hadn't heard of.
Not I hadn't either. Them. Yeah, I hadn't heard of them either. There was one more I knew though. Maybe it was it Al Dente?
It might have been somebody in that scene.
But either way, I read it. I was in the Woo lobby. I was playing that night. I was like, oh shit, look at Cannon go. I was like, let's go, nice. And Shameless James, good write up. I wonder who wrote that.
I am not.
You guys had no idea?
No, that because normally like the other times that like someone had reached out and like we'd given them quotes or something like that. But that was just like a pleasant surprise.
Yeah, that's awesome. And I feel like they're pretty well on it. Like they're right about like Athfest and stuff like that. You know.
Yeah.
I wish they do. Like, I wish people would do more album reviews.
For sure.
Like local album reviews. You know what I mean? I think that's really cool, or EP reviews, whatever.
Yeah, that's one thing that Flagpole is decent about, but I wish they would do more of for sure. Like my Elijah just wrote like a single review.
I think I saw that on Facebook. Is that what it was?
It was like T.O. Stone or something like that.
new EP. I think Drew had shared it.
Heck yeah.
Well, that's good. Yeah, that'd be cool to like have a lot more local like why isn't every EP that gets released in Athens getting reviewed by somebody? You know what I mean? Or every other one. You know what I mean? That's a little pushing it.
We'll pick and choose.
Yeah, but like, I mean, like. Family Recipe releases an album. Why don't they have a write up? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it seems like they should at least. I'd read it. You know what I mean? I'd love to read it. Stuff like that.
That's what I'm saying. Is just a some sort of like venue, like not physical, but like just place for all this to come together.
Absolutely.
Like we were saying earlier, it's pretty far. Like if you're in a house band, like you play like 417 Chase Street, like crazy like parties like that. You probably have no idea who like Big Chungus is.
Absolutely.
You know? So.
Yeah, and I mean, I went to school for like a couple years, or I was here for a while until like I was like, damn, I'm gonna have to start looking if I want to find these bands. You know what I mean? And then once you do it, they should come flying in. But like let's see, who is somebody like I was on to AFTM really late. Do you like them?
Yeah, I haven't listened to a lot of their stuff, but they're kind of like that.
Nice guys in that band too.
Killing it.
And I don't think of them as jam. I mean, I think they all think of themselves as that, but their songs are fairly short, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, they're not like releasing 10-minute songs.
Yeah.
I guess the definition of jam is really loose.
Yes,
right?
This is true. But it's weird because like not to like jump to a different thing, but like
go ahead.
So like you think with like streaming, because lately during the quarantine, I've been trying to figure out this whole streaming thing. Like, what makes this thing tick?
Yes.
And like our most streamed song is like 8 minutes long.
Really?
And so it's like, what? I thought the opposite
crazy.
of this was supposed to
I thought it had to be 2:54.
Yeah,
like 2 minutes.
I was for sure nobody was going to listen to that. So it's like, it's weird, man.
That's a long song.
Yeah, it was. We did it was for a project in a lit class. I did took a T.S. Eliot poem and like set it to music. And then I was like, oh, well. We're going to release it.
We're going to write it, yeah.
I like this too much.
Dude, just about everything I record, if I make it all the way through the recording process, I'm like, what reason do I have not to put this out? You know what I mean? Unless it just came out garbage, which doesn't really happen.
Well, then you don't finish
it,
it,
Yeah, usually they don't get finished if they're trash, you know what I mean?
I've been trying to finish everything lately.
Me
especially
too.
During like quarantine.
Yes.
It's like I don't want to have
like
no half-finished songs.
Yes. Yeah. It's like going in the semester, I want to be ready to drop some stuff, you know what I mean?
I think there's going to be a lot of music coming out.
I think so too. That's going to be great. Or at least we're going to have some new tunes from everybody, I think.
For sure.
I mean, there's no reason that they shouldn't be working on them. Or we shouldn't, you know what I mean? Like we have all time in the world almost. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like make a record, I have a song that's like 6.5 minutes. I was like, fuck, that's pretty long.
You gotta do it.
But it's not that bad. Like, I'd rather do that than compromise like what I want to say in it. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna fucking cut a chorus out because it's gotta be 3 minutes, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like, I don't know. everybody's obsessed with getting on the playlist, myself included.
Oh no, we had that conversation.
Yeah, we talked about that,
Yeah.
like 2 months ago probably. But like honestly, like I've been on a couple, not any big ones. So like I haven't been on like Rap Caviar, you know what I mean? But like,
dude, you're set. I believe it. Next one, next JT song, dude. It's gonna be on Rap Caviar
for sure. But like the ones that I have been on, like I mean, they get you listeners, but like it's like they're not coming to the show, so it doesn't matter. Does that make sense?
I just have a really the first song I put out on Spotify, I was like 16. Yeah, like I've been doing that whole thing for a while, and like we don't have bad street. Like I have some friends that have like single digit like like
that does get old.
Yeah. Like but then we haven't really hit the point. Like maybe a handful of our songs have over a couple thousand listens. Like nothing crazy, and it's just like
you just want to get past that hump. Is that what you mean?
Well, for me, it's like I was really focused on doing so for a while, and then like at the point where like right before we put out this record, it was like I know this is the best thing I've ever done.
Yeah,
like
it's like it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I don't really. And you go to shows and you're looking at crowds of like 100 people, and you're like, what the fuck?
It's like it's not real. You know, like
it's very strange.
Like I have a song with 20,000 streams on it, but like it's. Like you know what I mean? Like that's just because it got playlisted.
Yeah,
I was getting listeners, and like I always check my streams and shit, just because I like to look at it.
Even if somebody tells you they don't.
Yes, I do all the time. Guilty pleasure. But like I was getting streams from like people in New York and fucking all over the place and all kind of shit. And I'm like, damn, this is crazy. But like at the end of the day, like it's just like the people come to the shows. Kind of what matters.
Like
you know what I
mean?
You
can't really, especially now. It's like it's hard to translate that into I'm gonna go play a bar in New York.
That's what I'm saying.
Not how it works.
Like not how it works at all, unfortunately. But like I had read this thing where this guy got playlisted on a huge playlist, and he got 300,000 streams on a song.
Jesus.
And somebody asked him, they were like, "Has it changed your show attendance?" He was like, "Not the slightest bit." Like, you know what I mean?
Like, there's people in town, and like this is not negative towards them, but like I have like homies that have dozens of thousands of monthly listeners, millions of streams on songs.
It's impressive.
That don't really play shows. That play like 2 gigs a year, and it's like. Which is chill. Like everybody.
That's crazy, yeah.
One of the biggest criticisms that I got from like the people that I was looking up to, trying to like emulate them in the scene, was like, "Yo, like you're burning yourself out. Like don't
playing too many shows.
Yeah. Like don't play. Like there was a period of time where like in one semester we played like 40 shows.
Holy shit!
And it's like no, yeah, it was fun as hell, but it's like
dude,
nobody's gonna come, man.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like,
so you're just like overexposing the market. Is that what you mean?
It's a weird balance, and this is like I haven't really gotten high up there in MBUS yet. I'm taking some classes next semester.
Have you been accepted?
No, you can't pass accounting yet. We're working.
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one.
We're working on it.
Yes.
But no, like just. And again, it's not a roast on anybody, but it's a really strange balance of like doing what we did, which was like I got here, like every gig I get, I want to play.
That's awesome.
Everything I want to do, like we did weekends where we would play like 2 shows here, like Thursday, Friday, go to Savannah on Saturday, go to Tallahassee on Sunday, and come back.
That's working.
Like, even if you're only playing shows of like 20 people, it's still like the dream.
Yeah, that's freaking awesome, man.
Yeah, but then you have, and that didn't really change streaming numbers. Like, I can see again, because we all check them, dog.
We do,
like,
man,
I can see like there's people in Savannah who regularly listen. There's people in Tallahassee. I could probably tell you who they are because they come to the shows. But like, it blows my mind.
You want them over, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
By through the show. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's weird that it doesn't really work the opposite way.
That's true.
In that, like I said, like singer-songwriter types that have like millions of streams, they'll have shows that are the same size, you know,
absolutely.
Like, which is chill. Like again, it's not a roast on anybody. It's just the whole thing is so
I get what
crazy.
you mean. Like it doesn't translate, kind of.
Yeah. It's like there's the Spotify world, and then there's like the actual music world.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then like I used to think that like these artists, they would just like drop one song and fucking blow up. And I was like, no, there's like a lot more going on behind the scenes.
That does happen to some people, though.
That's
like,
true.
Do you know,
that's crazy.
Like Gracie and Eliza's band, like Lighthearted?
Yeah, they're nice girls too,
Dude,
man. Super sweet.
They're so
they have a shit ton of streams, don't they?
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say.
It's just a great song.
Oh, well, that's their thing. Is like I can't. That EP they put out that has like Midday Sun on it. Amazing stuff.
Yeah.
But it blew my mind that like they put out, again, granted, really good music too. But like they put out a single the same day that we put out Keychains, like going up. So, which is probably the only reason that I'm cognizant of this. But Keychains has like, you know, it's got like, it's on its way. I think it's about to break 1,000 listens.
That's fair.
Their song has like 42,000. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we put it out the same day.
Yeah, that's crazy how that works because Hotel Fiction's like that too. They have a shit ton of
shit blows
streams.
up, and
I mean those songs are great too.
Yeah, that's
fantastic songs.
I feel like I really got to catch myself because I also like all of these. Like I love Hotel Fiction, I love Lighthearted,
love them. Yes,
but it's just
weird, crazy. Man. Like I was wondering, I was like, fuck, do they know that many people?
Yeah, well, there's no possible way.
I was like, wait, how does this work, or is it so good that it gets shared so much?
I think this is because like Lighthearted, I think played their cards like perfectly.
Oh yeah.
Whereas
with the crowdfund, is that what you're talking about?
Well, that's like here nor there. I've never done one of those. I don't know how it works, but they built it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, and they came out of the gate with like thousands of friends that were waiting for them to put it out.
And a really good record.
Yeah, and top notch production. I think they worked with like Andrew, like over his place.
Andrew's
like,
awesome.
Yeah, like just obviously killer material that like deserves to be respected.
Absolutely.
But they just like hit the like. I started it out. I started putting shit out in 2016. It's like it's not new. Like I feel like if I started a new band tomorrow,
and it still wouldn't have the hype. You know what I mean? Like as your first release.
Yeah, like you gotta.
I know exactly
what they did was. Yeah, I'm rambling, but like
no.
waiting like that.
Yeah,
it's just weird that like you gotta take all these things into consideration.
Dude, my first song, I was just like, fuck, I don't know if this is good. I don't know if this is garbage, but I had a good time making it.
Oh yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like and just like put it out. Like if I'd have thought things out a little harder, maybe I would have had a couple singles ready and like an EP ready.
I feel like I didn't even get into the headspace. Like I'd never thought about that until this last record.
Yeah,
and that was like my 4th EP. Like I had put out a lot of shit before I was even aware of like steps beyond like, okay, it's on the internet now. You know what I'm saying?
Like finished it last week, uploaded it, let's go.
I've never, and I'm still like, even with like money and shit, I am so bad about, cause like, I started doing this because I wanted to be like Bob Dylan, not Bob Dylan's manager. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to write songs.
Yes, leave all the ticky-tacky analytics shit to.
But you got to think about it, man.
You have to nowadays. Everybody's got to be their own manager in a way.
Yeah, which is why the Inbus program is like,
dude, it's so
shit like
great.
That is good,
I'm excited for you. I wish I could go back in time and be where you are, which is not in yet. Just drag that shit out, man. I'm done now in theory, but like. Fuck, I wish I could go back and do it again.
Yeah, well, I was really, because of accounting, I was like, shit, man, I don't know if this is what I want to do. And then I was like, I just got to it's worth it. I just got to suck it up and pass the damn class.
The classes are so great when you get in there, man.
Yeah, I'm taking the intro in the fall.
Oh, okay, with Lowry?
Yeah.
I took that. Great class.
Hell yeah, I'm stoked.
He brought in his, like he has platinum records framed and shit. Oh. He brought him in. It's so cool.
Well, dude, part of the reason I moved here, I chose to go to UGA was, I mean, obviously, like, in-state tuition, all that shit is very helpful. But I mean, David Barbie, like his name is on Wilco is my favorite band, and his name's on every Uncle Tupelo record or
dude,
some shit
awesome.
like that. You know?
Yes, dude, he's produced so many records. It's crazy, man. Truckers.
Man, I mean, the Dirty South that's a perfect album.
That's a great record.
10-10.
Yes, and like even the stuff with Sugar. You listen to that stuff?
No, I know he played with him with like Bob Mould, right?
Yes, that's great stuff. Super good songs. There's this song called shit, now I can't think of it now that I need to know it. Anyways, I'll send it to you later. It's a good song. By Sugar, I think it's their big hit. Damn, I wish I could think of it.
That's rough. Barbie's canceling us now, dude. We're no longer welcome in the music business program.
I hope that I can get Barbie to come be on the podcast, man.
That would be awesome.
I think he would.
I'm just talking to him. Like I've had conversations with him like at gigs, like, you know, aside, but I would love to just like get a coffee with him.
Yes, dude. He's such a cool guy. He has so much to tell. Like, man, like I've just been in his office and we just fucking sat there and talked for 20 minutes about Rolling Stones records and shit.
Hell yeah.
You know what I mean? And he just knows everything, man. Have you been to his studio?
No,
Chase Park?
I have not been to Chase Park. I need to.
You need to, man.
There's so many good shit. Like the Artisanals is like one of my favorite bands right now, like psychedelic rock. I think they recorded all of their album there.
Really?
Like,
are they a big band or are they local?
You know the band Susto from like South Carolina?
Susto. Sounds super familiar, but I don't think so.
It's like kind of like psychedelic country alt rock shit.
That's
cool. The guy from the Artisanals was in Susto, and then I saw them at Nowhere Bar. I had never heard of them.
Really?
They were opening for Liz Cooper and the Stampede.
Oh yeah.
And it was like it blew my mind. Like one of the few shows where I was like, I am now in love with this band. And I like followed him outside, and I did that really thing that you should never do. Where it's like, do you guys need help loading your gear? And so I was like,
I've been there.
I was just carrying their cases, talking to him, and then I saw him again at the theater. And the lead singer, Johnny Delaware, like remembered me.
Really?
So like not only do they shred, really
That's a
nice
cool name,
guys.
Johnny Delaware.
Johnny
that is
Delaware,
a sweet name.
He looks like a Johnny Delaware.
I'm gonna have to listen to this band. What was the name?
The Artisanals. But yeah,
that's a cool name too.
They recorded Zia, their last album, at Chase Park. So that's
sweet.
A little bit of an Athens connection there.
That's awesome. It's a great studio. I think REM's recorded there.
Yeah, dude, so many people.
Just count. Yeah, you know what I mean. I've been there. He actually gave us a free hour of studio time
That's
for
badass.
in the class we were in. So I went in and cut a song, and it was freaking awesome. It was so fun.
It's really cool.
And the gear is so nice, man.
That's
so nice.
I want to branch out. Like I've recorded in my room, in my dorm, and then now at Tommy's house. Which is
Tommy seems like he's got a nice setup though. Like
he has a grand piano now. Like
really?
He just got a baby grand over there.
Super jealous. That's awesome. Dude, and like he's got like a drum room. It looks like I've never been there.
Yeah, we recorded all of the electric guitars, bass, drums, and vocals. Other than Lizzie's vocal for the record, we did at Tommy's.
That's awesome.
And then I just did like horns and like extra stuff at my place.
It sounds like a band playing live. You know what I mean?
No,
so you guys track guitar and drums together?
We did guitar and drums together, and then like no metronome, just like vibing.
That's awesome.
But he just it's his living room, which is strange enough. Like he's got like a sunroom with a glass doors so you can see through. So we would just track guitar in the sunroom, drums in the living room. I've
seen like a million videos of it on everybody's stories.
That's like the most popular house in Athens.
Yes, dude, no doubt. It's pretty sweet, and everything I've heard that's came out of there sounds
amazing,
fucking fantastic, man.
Yeah, I mean, like all of Elijah's stuff, all of Well Kept stuff, all of Hotel Fiction,
all of it in there.
Yeah, all of our last 5 songs, like that record.
I need to go see what kind of gear he's using. I'm kind of a gear nut now.
Dude, I can't
afford any of it, but I like to know.
Me either.
You know? I like to know.
He has this microphone. I'm going to like call it the wrong thing now. And he's going to text me and be like, "Dude." But I think it's like a 441. It's like it's a dynamic microphone.
Is it an AKG?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
It's like a nice pointy guy. It sounds so good. We used it for like most of the vocals. Just like crisp, like mouth right on the grill.
Yes.
Sounds so good.
Well, I'm going to have to go make a record with Tommy then. That sounds fun.
Oh, it's worth it, dude.
He's been playing bass on all my songs this summer.
Hell yeah. He's a good bass player.
Great bass player. He does these cool little fills. He has his own little style to it.
Yeah.
That I think is really original.
His bass rig is insane too.
Is it?
He's got it's one of those like I think it's a 610, so not the full.
So just a tall one?
Yeah, big old
really tall
Ampeg.
Oh yeah, those are sweet.
Cab. Yeah.
Too heavy to carry anywhere about.
Oh, it can't leave that living room, dude. I wouldn't move it. I'm so lazy, dude. I have an AC-15. That's like my main amp, and I'm too lazy to carry that.
Dude, those things are heavy, man. Yeah, those boxes.
I bought it's like a 68 Music Master bass Fender amp at the pawn shop, and it's like half the weight of the AC-15. I'm never playing another amp, dude. I'm so lazy.
Dude, those AC-15s sound crisp, though.
Yeah, I love it, dude.
The high end of them things is nice.
They're like rock and roll, dude.
Yeah. I really want one. I almost bought one. This guy was selling one in Athens Music Place. It was a 4-watt Vox. I was like,
oh, the tiny. Those are cool too, though. They kind of shred.
Like, yes, I was like, dude, I can get that, and I can get the Vox tone on my records. It sound good. It's kind of cheap.
That's the thing, like. Everywhere, like if you're playing somewhere live where it's gonna be too small, you can just mic it.
It's gonna be mic'd. It's almost always mic'd. I have a fucking like a 2x10 stack. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the big guy.
And I've never needed it. Like it looks cool as shit.
Yeah,
but it's heavy as fuck, and I get tired of carrying it around.
Yeah, in our heart, we all want the Marshall stack.
Oh, we do, man. It's so bad. We want like fucking 4 of them standing up behind us, and I want to jump up and kick it and see if it's gonna fall on me. You know what I mean? And 2 heads that are wired together in stereo and all kind of bullshit, but like. At the end of the day, like fucking 15 watts.
Well, and also you can plug your guitar straight into the board, and nobody in the audience would notice. So it's like, whatever, man. I used to care about gear, but now it's just like,
oh, dude, I feel like gears when you're getting started playing gear is kind of huge. Is that just
care so much about it?
Yes, I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta fucking have this fucking flanger pedal so I can do this Van Halen song right, so I can get it right when I play it live. You know what I mean? Now I'm like. All right, I just need a reverb and a delay and a tuner, and like that's it.
Especially like doing the whole like band leader thing.
Yeah.
Like I
got a lot going on.
I can't sing and play guitar and play harmonica and think about pedals.
That's something that I severely underestimated is how hard it is to be the leader playing guitar and singing. I think playing guitar and singing is a fucking task.
Yeah.
Kind of, sort of. Like it's easy, you know. Like I maybe I'm overstating it, but like it's not the easiest thing. Like you're thinking about a lot of stuff at one time.
That's why we don't play. I hate playing covers.
Yeah,
it's like I can't think about all this, dude. If I wrote it, it's much easier for me to pull this out of my ass.
I met this guy in another band. I won't say what band. It's an Athens band, but he said that he forgets the words all the time to just his own songs.
I've never had that.
I've never done that.
I mix up verses a lot.
Yeah, like even if I fuck it up, I just keep going with it.
Yeah,
but like I don't like forget like whole choruses and shit.
No,
do you?
That's rough. I have. Well, I had a period of time where I was not playing shows. I was pretty high when I was playing shows around town.
Yeah.
So I did miss some words then, but like I've made a a while now. I've made a conscious effort to like not even like a beer, like go in. We opened for we opened for Daniel Donato.
That's sweet.
At the Foundry in February, and it was like this. Was
I heard about that show.
Yeah, it was a while of me like nothing. Like I want to be like have my stomach perfectly full of food, like be ready to go at every show, and that was a perfect testament of like why, because like I broke a string first song.
Ooh, that's tough.
Didn't have a backup electric. Ended up like grabbing a shitty acoustic with old strings and plugging it through my pedal board. Like,
ooh, that's tough, man.
Daniel Donato's lead guitar player ended up letting me borrow a nice Les Paul. So
really?
It worked out for like the last half of the set.
First song, that's tough, man.
D string, first song. Like never broken a wound string.
I can't even work around that.
No, it's like in the middle of everything. But that was just kind of like, it's just, there's so many things going on. Like I don't want to be thinking about pedals. I don't want to be thinking about, because like you forget a word.
Shit, you know,
forget the words to your own song. Very embarrassing.
That's tough. Yeah, you just kind of ride through. I'd probably laugh and try to say something sarcastic. Like,
oh, for sure.
Like I forgot the fucking words or something like that. You know what I mean? But like,
I have a really bad habit of, I feel like of sounding like a dick when I
say,
because I'm saying stuff like that, and I'm like, oh, that sounded. One show, I played a show in Tallahassee. And my buddy Max Dill, I think he's going by Michael Allen Clayton Dill now. Actually,
his name sounds so familiar.
He's played a couple shows here with me, but he's like singer songwriter in Tallahassee. And I played a show like at one of his friends' houses. Mm-hmm. Everybody's chilling, and somebody was talking like so loud in the corner. And normally I'm never the type.
You called him out?
Well, I was like for a whole song, I was getting it ready. I was like, I'm gonna make a joke. Like this is gonna be really funny. And then what came out of my mouth was just looking at them and being like, "Hey, shut the fuck up." And I was like, "Oh no,
oh, that's great.
What have I done?"
Beautiful.
Yeah,
beautiful.
It is what it is, man. Like, what's gonna happen? It's hard.
I mean, I feel like you're really putting yourself out there to get up. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Get up and sing.
It's like I tried stand-up comedy at Walker's
I would love to
one
do
time.
that.
Dude. Peed my
seems
pants.
like it's really hard.
So scary. And like that's what those moments between songs are. It's just like a little bit of like, oh no, what am I doing now? You know?
I thought about it. I was like, dude, maybe if I wasn't a musician, I'd be a stand-up comedian. And then I like went to what's that little coffee shop?
Hendershots.
And I saw a stand-up night, and I was like, dude, there's no fucking way I could do it.
No, I did 5 minutes in the one time in the basement of Walker's for like a comedy club that like my friend was a part of.
It's pretty tough.
I just told a story. Like I didn't try to like write jokes. I just tried to like tell a funny story. But dude, like the scariest thing I've ever,
believe
like, way scarier than any gig I've ever played.
You kind of can hide behind the guitar a little bit, I think.
Yeah.
Or like
there's nothing to hide behind, dude.
Yeah, like it's just you. And
if they're not laughing, they're like, "Hey, I don't like you."
It's like, fuck yeah. It's like you really put yourself out there and falling short. But I like comedy a lot. Do you?
Oh yeah,
just in general, I think it's really cool how they like their what do they call them? Sketches?
I don't even know.
Sketches,
Whatever.
maybe. Definitely ain't sketches, but anyways, like they joke about something early, and then like towards the end they come back to it. Like, I think that's awesome.
Like Dave Chappelle.
Yeah,
like a perfect example of like. It's like, to me, it's like the same thing as like really good songwriting.
Yeah,
like you're watching
that's
a
exactly
bit,
what it's like.
You're laughing, and then it comes like full circle at the end, and
like
it
all makes sense. Yeah,
dude. I think comedy
really cool.
and music are like
kind of like that. Definitely. I mean, a good comedy sketch is like a song. You know what I mean? That makes perfect sense. There's a middle, a beginning, and an end. You know.
Dave Chappelle said in that one of his like more recent, like it was the thing where he won the Mark Twain prize and they filmed it. But there was a quote
it's
in there.
on Netflix.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah.
He said he was like every musician or every stand-up comic wants to be a musician, and every musician thinks they're funny. And I was like, you hit the nail on the head.
Put.
Yeah, like
well put. I feel hit, but well put.
Yeah, no, me too. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Do you like Ron White? You ever watch Ron White?
I have not. No,
dude, he has a really good podcast with Joe Rogan. You should watch it. They talk about comedy culture. It's really interesting.
Dude, it's strange. There's like Chappelle says it, like everybody says it, but I feel like it's one of the last few like. Like the last like,
pure,
like you say whatever you. I mean,
it's kind of unfiltered in a way.
Yeah, like you can't.
It's
you
getting
can
a
get away
little
with
bit.
Shit.
Yeah, you can definitely get away with a lot though.
Well, it's like I'm never like I'm like most of our songs also are overtly political. So like
I'd wondered what you guys considered yourself, if it was folk rock or
God, just knock this guy down. Protest punk, baby. That's what I was gonna yell. Just jokingly. But I mean, everything has that little political
tinge to it. Doing that, sorry to cut you off, but like,
you're good.
Do you ever worry like doing the political thing that you're going to alienate fans?
Oh, so I grew up in Rome, Georgia.
Okay.
And I More to Do, which is on our record, is like one of the first. That was like the first song I ever wrote, and then like I wrote it in one sitting the night that Philando Castile was shot. Like, like I remember, I don't know if it was the exact same time, but it was on Facebook.
Same period.
Yeah, like the same day.
Yeah.
And so just watch that video like fucking 100 times in a night on Facebook Live, and just like really shook me to my core.
Absolutely.
As it should. Like,
and it moved you to write the song?
Yeah, and
That's
so
awesome.
I just wrote that song, and then like that was the first like like the whole song is political. Like that was the first thing that like that was a thing for me. And then there was like this weird thing, even because I was 16 when I wrote that.
Yeah.
There was this weird thing of like who am I to even be writing about this? You know what I'm saying? And so for a while I was worried about that. And then playing gigs in Rome, there was a whole lot.
Country town, right?
Yeah. Like very red.
Yeah.
Like very like rural.
Absolutely.
Like, which I mean, that's where I love country music. Like I got no problems with it. But yeah, people fucking hated it sometimes. Like
sense.
there was there's a line in that song that's like I'm a patriot, you see. I just have trouble living in a land of hypocrisy. Something like that.
Yeah.
It's my song. Now
that's
I can't
cool.
remember the words.
I mean, that's honestly kind of wild that you were 16, you're writing about politics. That's kind of cool.
Well, and it's
not many
always
people are even thinking about that stuff.
I can't like not write about politics too. Like,
well, that's if that feels right, and that's definitely what you should do. You know what I mean? There's no point trying to fight with that, you know what I mean?
For sure. And
which
like,
is still cool. I just wondered like if you ever thought about it like that.
I more recently kind of going hand in hand with like thinking about the business aspect of it. Mm-hmm. Like I won't say like what it was, but like there was a gig that I was really hoping to get here in town that like one of my friends from out of town was coming in.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, oh, I went to high school with this guy, like in the bag.
Got it.
I'm definitely going to get this gig. And then like a week after it happens, obviously I didn't end up playing. I found out it was because the subject material of my songs was just a little too coarse, and I was like, it was kind of like a Christian pseudo-Christian event.
Yeah, gotcha.
So I haven't had many people dislike the politics, maybe, but I've had multiple occasions where like not halfway through a set, but like before I got on, somebody was like, hey, like watch your language, and it's like,
gotcha. That's tough.
Yeah, it was. I don't. It's hard to say without sounding pretentious, but I care quite a good bit about like the words.
Like you feel strong about it.
Yeah. Like I wouldn't have said it like
if you didn't mean it.
I'm not just trying to piss people off. Like
it just happens.
I said early, like you could cut to an hour ago where I was like, every album I have one song where I try to piss people off.
That's gonna be a good edit.
Yeah. No, but this is what it is. And if
it feels right. I mean, there's no arguing with it. You know what I mean?
As rude as it sounds, it's like the gigs. Because, like I said, I have lost gigs that were like sponsored by Wesley or sponsored and it's I don't have a problem. Like
it's like who gives a fuck? Like kind of you know what I mean? Like it's what you're doing. Like it's your song.
Yeah.
And that was a huge growth thing for me. Was like eventually just being like, I don't give a fuck if you like this. Like it's the best thing I've ever personally or like I'm proud of it. You know what I mean?
And even if like not like politically, just like having like this is what I want to say.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it.
Yeah, like as long as for me, it's like as long as someone's not like forcing an opinion down my throat, like if you don't like this, then fuck you, kind of thing. Like I'm okay with it, you know. What I mean?
I struggle with that too. Like in the writing process, like, there's definitely a lot. Like I don't edit a lot. Like a lot of times, it's just like this is what it is.
Yeah.
But especially with like it's not on any streaming services, but we have a song called Never Really Asked that's about like I wrote it after the Parkland shooting. It's about gun control, and that one like there was a whole lot of lyrics where like. I wrote something and then I go back a week later and I'm like, that's just an angry kid. Like
in the moment.
Like that's not too offensive, but like same reason. Like I don't want to be listening to a song that's like, think like, this.
Yeah, you know? Like definitely. Like as long as it's like freedom of like, I don't care if you don't think this or like just like stating facts about it. You know what I mean? I'm completely fine with it.
Well, it's like Rage Against the Machine is like one of the most political bands ever. And
definitely.
You got Republicans out there jamming to it. Like
I heard it charted recently. Did you hear that?
Yeah, no, it came back.
Yeah, that's
People
awesome.
Are so angry. I'm so pissed. I wanted to go see. They were touring with Run the Jewels.
They were coming to Atlanta, right?
I think the closest it might have been North Carolina or something.
I thought they were coming to Lakewood. No?
That might have been. A lot of it all got canceled.
Yeah,
so
that's tragic.
What does it matter?
I'd like to see them too. Honestly, I'm not too super deep on their catalog. I probably should be because I like the hits. You know what I mean? But like. They're just a band I haven't dug into yet, but I know they're great.
Yeah, well,
Tom is pretty sweet.
It's just, dude, it doesn't make sense. Like again, I was never a big fan of theirs, but just like, especially now, like, damn,
it's got some gravity now. That's crazy that it recharted, man.
Yeah,
that's nuts.
People care about that shit.
So that's all streams. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's insane.
I just get a shit ton of streams to rechart. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that's nuts. But yeah, anyways, what else do we have to talk about? Oh, I wanted to talk about your vinyl. We talked about it briefly.
Yeah.
But did you see that the Orange Consonant is doing their own vinyl?
I did see it. It's like
they're doing it different.
Like it's you hit 100 or something like that. Yeah.
If you don't hit 100, it doesn't happen. I'm super interested in doing that because, dude, honestly, I've done CDs, and CDs, I feel like vinyl is better than CDs now.
I was surprised at how they sold. I won't lie.
You sold vinyl before?
No, but like this is the
the order's still happening, yeah.
Yeah, we had it up it's only been up for like a week and a couple of days. Yeah. And we've sold like a little bit over 20.
Dude, that's fucking impressive, man. Yeah, like that's a lot of vinyl records.
Like $25 too.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
People want them, dude. People want vinyl.
Yeah, I think it's more of like a collection thing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think anybody's fucking collecting CDs anymore.
No.
I mean, I'll buy a CD. Like I bought a cool Rolling Stone CD at Wilk Street. Like I'll buy fucking cassettes like this. Do you like cassettes?
I do. I really like cassettes.
But like not everybody's, you know what I mean?
And if you're going to sell them, like I found like people will buy cassettes or CDs if they're priced right and they're at a show.
Okay.
Like people
I've sold CDs at shows.
And like, hey, do you have a CD?
Yeah.
If you have a $5 CD at a show, though,
they just want to buy something just to support you.
Yeah, just so they can say it'll sit in their car, even if they don't listen to it.
Yeah. When you did your record thing, you don't have to hit a maximum or like a minimum, do you?
No. So this was the company does like it's just any amount, and it's the profits are split like 50-50.
So
with the company,
that's awesome. That's a really good deal. Like,
I mean, we're getting
beneficial
like
for everybody.
$10 a record.
Yeah, like, that's awesome.
It's not bad.
What was I gonna say? What if you wanted to do one that wasn't straight to vinyl? Like, what if you wanted to put your songs on it? Do they do that?
Unless you're like already an established artist, I don't think that Least of All does that. But just for the sake of like, I think it's just because it's so expensive to produce.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And honestly, the whole shtick of them being like live recordings,
I think personal, right?
Yeah, I think it really helps them sell because like the ones like I would say most of the people that have bought them, if I'm not like already homies with them, I at least know who they are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't expect some random guy on Instagram to order a piece of vinyl from me.
There's a couple that I didn't know, and I was
really,
like,
that's awesome, man. That's sweet. You'd love to hear that. Like, like just when I hear like just talk to people that are like from out of town and they've streamed my stuff and I don't know them that well, I'm like, dude,
it's like the best feeling.
I'm like, whoa, that's fucking super sweet for you to say that. That is awesome. So yeah, I might have to do that too.
Dude,
so wait,
it's worth reaching out.
I believe it. One more question about it: is it you cut a whole record for them? For each person, or
so they're like 45s, like the 7-inch singles.
Gotcha.
So I want to say it's like a maximum of like there's a certain time limit you can do, and you just do one side. So you can do, I think it's like one song, and then you can talk forever. Like I had one of them is a buddy of mine who I was like, he's a good bit younger than me. He's in high school right now, but he's did 4-H in school, and I made a jingle for like a fictional product. So for his, I'm like, "What's up, Mason?" Like, and now a word from our sponsors, and it's like me playing this shitty jingle, but like,
that's hilarious.
It's fun, dude. It's really really cool. The company has been really nice to work with. Like,
I'm gonna have to do that, man. That's awesome.
Hit him up. I'll give you his email.
Yeah, you got to send me that link. Do you add anything else in, or it's just straight like you didn't add tambourine or harmonica or anything?
I think they're supposed to be 100% live. Hopefully this doesn't get me in trouble, but like a couple of them I just didn't have because we tracked full band stuff, and so I didn't have the number of inputs on my interface to do vocals.
Overdubbed.
So for that one, like I just tracked.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that.
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
Most of them are just like me. Acoustic, harmonica, and then my roommate that plays cello has been playing on a lot of them.
That's awesome.
And I just set a couple condensers up in my bedroom and just like let it roll.
That's sweet. I'm gonna have to do that. You got me excited about that. That sounds fun.
Dude, it's
and there's no minimum. That's what's great.
You can sell at 5, and
fuck yeah.
I mean, like, because I don't care about the money from it, really.
Yeah, nah, it's not like, about that.
You're making a little bit. It's a cool thing that like for people to have. And like I said, I was really shocked at the number of people that bought.
Yeah, that's a lot. Honestly, I'm like that's pretty impressive. Like for 20 people to buy a $25 record. Cause
for sure.
Selling 20 T-shirts is. You know what I mean? Like,
no, we ordered 30, and I think it took me like half a year to sell 30 T-shirts. You know,
I've done really well with T-shirts, man.
People dig them.
They do. Where'd you order from?
We did. It wasn't.
Is it Uber Prints?
It wasn't custom. It might have been.
Yeah, I do Uber Prints.
It was like a
Athens.
smaller, smaller guy.
I do them because they let you pick up, or they let you order and then you pay when you pick up. I think that's kind of nice. It gives people time.
So much money,
dude. It's a shitload of money to get shirts.
Yeah, I'm always like amazed at like Tommy and Elijah because they'll order like 100. Don't quote me on that, but they'll order a large amount of T-shirts.
Their shirts are cool.
Boom,
gone.
Dude, like 1 gig at the. I own them.
It takes me a while to get rid of mine, but like I've had some orders that were pushing $1,000.
It's crazy how that sells.
Yeah,
you know?
like how it sells better than the music almost. You know what I mean? one thing that David taught us in a class, David Barbie, is you're in the T-shirt business, not the music business. That's what he always says. Well, dude, and he's right. You know what I mean? Kind of.
Yeah, no, when I interned at New West, I was really shocked.
Oh, how was that?
It was awesome. Yeah. It was the summer before my senior year of high school.
Oh, I bet that was fun.
Drove up here and I was like, hey, this address is on this CD and I really like this CD, so can I like tour this place? And they were like, you idiot kid. And I've hung out with those guys like for a while now. And like the like big artists on a label, I look up to them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, me too.
And like they're paying their bills from CD and T-shirt sales.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's nuts. That's like the music itself isn't really cutting it. And shows. I feel like shows is huge now for the big guys at least. Yeah.
Well, you look at like I'm a really big like reading autobiographies.
Yeah,
and stuff.
I love stuff like that. Documentaries.
And, like you look back then. Like I just read David Crosby's autobiography not too long ago. Oh yes.
Yeah.
Lots of insane ridiculous stories.
Sweet.
But like I mean they were raking in like millions on their tours
just the
when
money.
They were touring in the 70s. And it's just like that. This is like non-existent now. Like
you had to play your. I mean, you had to play your ass off back then, but now you really have to.
I mean, they would make a record deal, and like they're like they would just get in songwriting credits. Yeah. It's like that's my rent for the next couple years. Like it's just as a writer, it blows my mind how like devalued that shit has been.
It is kind of wild because back then, a single will move 1 million albums. You know what I mean? One good single will move 1 million albums. That's crazy. Now, I mean, a single's a single.
Yeah, well, and they were back then. It was like you all of those like 60s, 70s music documentaries. They would like be on the road, write an album while they're on the road, come back for 2 weeks, record that album, start the process.
Get right back on it.
You're putting out like 4 records a year, dude.
Those tours are gnarly too. Like we're talking about like year and a half with like maybe 2 weeks break, like here and there. That's nuts.
Well, that's like even now. Like I think we at our level like glorify the shit out of that. Yeah. But I imagine being like, say you're on like Run for Cover or like Dead Oceans or like one of those like decent sized labels that's putting out like decent sized bands.
Yeah.
Like even then, man, like I imagine touring is not fun.
After a while, it's probably like I would fucking love to be home right now.
And just breaking your body. Like
I don't think I ever want to do even a 12-month stint. You know what I mean? Like,
I did 7 days on that one we were talking about at like house show venues, and it was like I smell bad. I've had so much Taco Bell. I want to sleep in my bed.
Oh god, that's funny. That's so true. Yeah. Well, maybe we'll find out one day. Maybe the record label will put us to work.
Yeah, that's the dream, dude.
All right, buddy. Well, I reckon we better wrap this thing up. What do you say?
Heck yeah, dude. I mean, it goes by so fast.
That's what I'm saying, dude. It's so fun, isn't it? It's fucking just piece of cake, just in here talking.
Hell yeah.
We're at 1 hour and 10 minutes.
That's sick.
That's fucking sweet. All right. Thank you for listening, everybody. If you made it this far, we're very proud that you enjoyed this, I hope. And our guest today was CannonandtheBoxes. Cannon, what is your Instagram? We'll tag your Instagram
just
here.
CannonandtheBoxes. As we said, no spaces.
No spaces, baby.
I don't fuck with spaces.
Yes, I am at Jameson Tank 27. Thank you for listening to the Jameson on the Rocks podcast. We hope to have you back next week. Thanks a lot.
Hell yeah.
Bye.